Hello student. Today we are going to start with second basis of types of company, that is the classification on the basis of mode of liability. In our earlier lecture we had seen the first base, that is the on the basis of incorporation. Okay, there are three types of a company. We already explained that first is the chartered company, second is the statutory company, and third one is the registered company. Okay, today we are going to see the company on the basis of liability. Okay, so there are three classes of the companies. First is the company limited by share, second is the company limited by guarantee, and third is the unlimited company. Now let's see the first type of a company, that is the company limited by shares. So you all know the meaning of shares. Okay, so share is nothing but it is a smallest part of the share capital, that is called as the share. So what is the meaning of the company which is limited by the share, that we are going to see that these types of company having a share capital and the liability of each member or the company is limited by the memorandum to the extent of the face value of a share subscribed by him. Means when this type of a company is going to be started or incorporated, that company is having the share capital. Means the shares are issued and after the subscription the share capital is raised and this company is formed. Okay, so the liability of each member is what? As per the limitations given in the memorandum at the extent of the face value of share subscribed by the shareholders. So up to the extent of what shares held by the subscriber and up to the unpaid amount of that specific share, the liability arises towards the shareholder. In other words, during the existence of the company or in the event of the winding up, a member can be called upon to pay the amount remaining unpaid on the shares subscribed by him. Okay, so what happened during the existence or during the event of winding up, the members can be called upon and there is the duty of them to pay their amount which was remain unpaid on the shares subscribed by them. Such a company is called a company limited by shares. A company limited by shares may be a public company or private company. Okay, so company limited by share, it may be private or public, and up to the extent of a unpaid amount of a share, what are the liabilities arises, that is up to that extent every shareholder, whatever the number of shares held by him, he have to pay that amount, that remaining amount of shares towards the company. This is the most popular type of a company. Okay, then second type of a company, that is the company limited by guarantee. Okay, so this type of a company may or may not have the share capital, but each member promises to pay fixed sum of money specified in the memorandum in the event of liquidation of the company for payment of debts and liabilities of the company as per the section 13 subsection 3. Okay, so as per the section 13 subsection 3 of the Companies Act, this type of a company, it may be or may not be have a share capital, but each member there has been given the promises to pay the fixed sum of money which was specified in the memorandum in the event of liquidation of the company for paying the whatever the debts and the liability arises of company. To fulfill that debts and liabilities, every member have to give the sum of the money whatever he promises during the formation of this type of companies. This amount promised by him is called the guarantee. So whatever the amount he is fixed and promises to pay that sum of the money, that is called as the guarantee. The articles of association of the company state the number of members with which the company is to be registered as per the section 27 subsection 2. So, regarding formation of the company, there are the norms, rules and regulations given in the section 27 subsection 2, that there must be given that what are the numbers of the members to start this type of a company. Such company is called company limited by guarantee. Okay, and such companies depend for their existence on entrance and subscription fees. So, there is this type of a company, they totally depend on their existence and entrance and the subscription fees, because there may be or may not be share capital enclosed in this type of a company. That's why mostly they are depend on the subscription fees. They may or may not have a share capital. The liability of a member is limited to the extent of the guarantee and the face value of a share subscribed by them if the company has a share capital. Okay, so in the company limited by guarantee, if there is no share capital, so in this type of a company, the liability of members arises up to whatever the promise or the guarantee taken by him. But in case of if company is having share capital, whatever the shares held by the member up to that unpaid amount, extent of the unpaid amount, the liability arises of the members. Okay, if it has a share capital, it may be a public company or private company. The amount of guarantee of each member is in the nature of reserve capital. Okay, so whatever the guarantee given by the member, that is going to be kept in the company as a reserve capital, and this amount cannot be called upon except in the event of winding up of a company. Okay, so this reserve capital cannot be called upon prior to winding up of a company. That is going to be utilized and used only when the event of winding up is comes. The non-trading or non-profit companies formed to promote the culture, arts, science, religion, commerce, charities, sport, etc. are generally formed as company limited by guarantee. So, the company, those which are non-trading concern or non-profit organization, they are started, or that companies are known as the company limited by guarantee and formed to promote the culture, arts, science, religion and commerce, as well as the charity and sport. There is no objective of that company to earn the profit. Okay, so in this type of a company also the members have their liability up to whatever the guarantee they had given in the formation of the company. And our last company on this second basis, that is the unlimited company. So, as per the section 12 gives choices to promoters to form a company with or without limited liability. Okay, so in the section 12 of the Companies Act 1956, the choices is given to the promoter that he can start the company with limited liability or without limited liability. So, a company not having any limit on liability of its member is called unlimited liability as per the section 12C. Means whatever the liability arises of member, that there is no limit on their liability. That type of a company is called as the unlimited company. It is given in the section 12C of the Companies Act 1956. Okay, then an unlimited company may or may not have a share capital. If it has a share capital, it may be public company or private company. Any company will be there. It may be private or it may be public, and may or may not be there is a presence of a share capital or not. If the company has a share capital, the article shall state the amount of share capital with which the company is to be registered. Okay, so if the limited company which is going to be incorporated with the share capital, all the details regarding towards the share capital, rules, regulations must be given in the articles of association of the company. It is as per the section 27 subsection 1 of the Companies Act. The article of an unlimited company shall state the number of members with which the company is to be registered. In article of company, there must be enclosed with what number that company is going to be incorporated. That is a very essential part, that whatever the with what share capital company is going to be started and what are the numbers of the member is there, that must be stated in the articles of unlimited company. It is a very essential part. So it is all about our the second base, that is on the basis of liability. These three company we had seen. First one is the company which is registered by shares or the company is limited by shares. Second is the company limited by guarantee, and last is the unlimited company. I hope all the terms and all the types of the company on the basis of the liability, all of you, it must be clear. Okay. So for today's lecture, this is all. We are going to wind up here. Thank you very much.